Hi guys, it's Shreya here and welcome back to my channel, My Perfume Diaries. In today's video, I have a very exciting haul and review to share with you guys. And we are going to talk about a lot of perfumes from my favorite dupe house, and this is Platinum Perfumes. Now, if you don't know what Platinum Perfumes is, it's basically a dupe house in India and they create some amazing designer fragrances dupes at a fraction of price. They are very good in quality. They use around 30 to 40% of perfume oil. They are potent. They work really well in Indian weather. They are long lasting, they're protective, and they are one of the best dupe houses in India according to me. I have literally experienced about 30 plus perfumes from Platinum Perfumes. They have a long perfume catalog, and they have so many variants available for you to test and try. Be it from florals to gourmands to spicy to freshies, they have it all. Okay, and at such an inexpensive price. They have 10 ml, 30 ml, 50 ml bottles available, which prices range literally from 150 to like 800. So based on your budget, you can go ahead and kind of like test and try different mls and then place your order. Now they take order from WhatsApp, and so they also take orders from their Instagram store. I will leave both the details in the description box for you to check out. Now let's begin with the haul and review of some of the most latest launches from Platinum Perfumes. The first variant that I want to talk about is called as Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and this one, as the name suggests, this one is duping Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow 81 fragrance. Now this perfume scent profile is basically your very sweet, fruity gourmand profile, which has this very floral nuances in the opening, which are like sweet floral nuances like freesia mixing up with some apple, fresh lemon. Then it has like nectarine blossom kind of a note. Then to my nose, it basically has like whipped cream mixed up with some raspberry, strawberry, lots of ooey marshmallow, sugar, musk, ambroxan, lots and lots of sweet elements being added here. And this, in my opinion, smells very pink. Like this is the exact outfit that I'm wearing, and I think this perfume goes really well with what I'm wearing today. This is such a girly, such a feminine kind of a fragrance. Something that I definitely see office wear as well as college going people wearing. This one has a very young vibe to it and has a very fresh start of the day vibe to it. One of the best fruity gourmands in my opinion, and this is just done right. No synthetic elements in here. Everything smells lavish. Do not need to carry the bottle because it's quite potent, and it literally lasts on me for 8 plus hours. So in fact, all of these perfumes, I don't think I'll keep repeating the longevity, but all of these fragrances, since they are 30% perfume oil concentration, they literally give you 8 plus hours. Like that is the bare minimum that they give you. Okay, so I'm not going to keep saying that this is long lasting, just not going to repeat it. You can assume, unless I say that this one does not perform well or something like that, then you'll know. Otherwise, assume that throughout the video these are bangers and they will be performing 8 plus hours, and the projection and sillage is pretty loud. Another fragrance that reminds me of the color pink is this one is Because It's You, and this one is a rendition to Giorgio Armani's Because It's You fragrance. Now this perfume has a very beautiful, delicate rose note to it, mixing up with some fruity and floral nuances. This is also kind of like a sweet rose fragrance in my opinion. This has a nice touch of raspberry in the opening. Raspberry is mixing up with some lemon, which kind of like balances the sweetness and tartness in this fragrance. And then you have some rose mixing up with some vanilla, musk, and oud. Don't worry about it. It's not a barnyard oud. It's not any Middle Eastern vibe kind of a oud. It's just giving a nice base of woodiness and maturity in this fragrance. I can definitely say that this one is like a very delicate, sweet rose fragrance, which is apt to be worn during daytime, and it's a very everyday kind of a signature scent. Like this is something that you can wear every single day without you offending, like without your fragrance offending someone. Perfect office wear, perfect lunch brunch, perfect casual fragrance. The next perfume is Dior's Fève Delicious. Now this is one of my signature scents. Frenetic Delicious from the House of Paris Corner is also on the similar lines, that is also duping Fève Delicious. This one has my heart, and this is, I can borderline say this is one of my signature scents. So it's a very complicated scent to explain, but in a nutshell, this is a vanillic, lactonic, cherry based fragrance with some sweetness and some warmth. Okay, it opens up with some freshy notes like mint and lavender and some zestiness, and then it goes into cherry. The cherry in here is a very deep, dark, luscious, juicy red cherry. This cherry note is mixing up with some white florals and bringing in that brightness, and then the base notes is like a bomb. Like there are so many dense and thick notes in the base that just make the character of like the whole fragrance. It has like cacao, caramel, sugar, vanilla, milk, benzoin, leather, sandalwood, cedar. I mean, pick and choose a note and probably it's there somewhere in the note structure. So a very complicated fragrance with a lot of notes, and this is done to perfection. It's done to perfection. Like the balance of leather, milk and cedar wood and everything in the same perfume, it's crazy to me. Okay, this is one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. Like people have come down to me when I'm roaming in mall or when I'm in office, random people coming to me and asking which fragrance is that, you smell amazing. It most of the days has been this fragrance. This is one of my most complimented perfumes, and this is not for everyone. Okay, it's not a safe blind buy. It is a strong fragrance. It has its personality of its own. It has its own character. And sometimes I feel that if I'm not dressed appropriate, I should not be wearing this fragrance because I'll not do justice to this, the energy of this perfume, you know. So this is a strong one, and it's a unique one to have. If you want to feel very empowered, Fève Delicious is the one. Talking about compliment getters, this is my third bottle from Platinum Perfume of Prada Paradoxe. Now, Paradoxe is a very simple scent profile, but one of my favorites. It's the most feminine, most delicate, most office appropriate, and most special occasion related fragrance as well for me. This one is a very zesty and a very white floral heavy fragrance, where at a borderline it smells like a clean girl scent to me. Okay, it is so well balanced and neroli mixing up with a lot of tanginess and citrus notes, and then that hints of vanilla or that musk and that sweetness coming in. Perfect balanced fragrance in my opinion. If you like white florals, you cannot miss Prada Paradoxe. If you're not into sweet fragrances, you don't want gourmands, you don't want woody fragrances, you want a nice clean girl scent which will make you smell classy, elegant and incredible, and it will leave a perfume trail and it will get you compliments. Prada Paradoxe is the one to go for. Literally, this is my third bottle, you guys, and I'm going to finish this. Like, I love this scent profile. I'm gonna finish this and I'm going to reorder it. So it's like, you know, some fragrances from Platinum Perfume, they have become like cult favorite for me, and I do want to like do a separate video on those, like Delina being one of them. I love ordering Delina from them. Okay, so Prada Paradoxe being the next, then Fève Delicious. I think, you know, there are so many bangers that Platinum Perfume has. I don't know which ones to order, but this is a must have. This is my third bottle. Highly recommended. Absolutely love this one. So right when I was talking about Delina, right, every order Delina is there, and this time also it's there. So Delina is your rhubarbian jammy rose fragrance, which is kind of like sweet. It's powdery, has a rhubarbian tartness to it, and is absolute perfection. The rose is very beautifully balanced with peony, and the lychee is pretty strong in this. In the opening, it does have a hint of kick of nutmeg that adds to a little bit of spiciness in this, and then the beauty of the base notes where it has like some woodiness, some freshness of vetiver, and then incense. This is one of the best rose fragrances ever done. Like one of the most duped fragrances also from Parfum de Mali, by the way. You know, nothing can beat Delina. Like, this is the top rose fragrance for me. Okay, nothing beats this level of quality. You know, Delina is at number one amongst the rose fragrances for a reason. It's just done to perfection. This is a perfect office wear, a perfect daily chore wear, a perfect special occasion wear. Like, I don't see any time that I don't want to reach out for Delina, you know. Daytime, evening, nighttime, parties, special occasions, even birthdays, I don't mind wearing Delina. So this is also one of my signature scents, and Platinum Perfume has nailed it. They have nailed it. You know, Armaf Ka Imperial, I really love that fragrance, and they have also nailed the DNA, but they are for whopping 5,000 rupees. This I can get it under 1,000, you guys. I mean, I don't mind buying 5 bottles of this rather than buying Imperial, you know. Love the quality. Platinum Perfume, you've done it right. Love this one. Next, we are going to talk about Yellow Diamond, and this one is from Versace. Now, as the name suggests, it's yellow floral fragrance. Okay, this one has like some citrusy opening, mixing up with some pear. This feels super duper fresh and again gives a very clean girl vibe. Ends up with some pear and some zesty and citrusy opening, and then has very delicate white florals mixing up with some yellow florals. So it has like freesia, water lily, mimosa. So, you know, all of these fragrances are very aquatic, like aquatic florals. You know, they add a lot of freshness, a lot of clean aquatic vibe in the perfume. That's exactly what this one is. This is sunshine in a bottle. It literally feels like a good start of the day, and I can just imagine somebody wearing like a summer yellow dress and wearing this fragrance. Next one is Victoria's Secret Tease. Now, Victoria's Secret Tease is a very simple yet a very pretty kind of perfume. It has black vanilla husk, some gardenia and vanilla. Now, it is like a white floral vanillic fragrance which is very fresh, which is very elegant, very feminine, very delicate sort of a perfume. Now, this specific one does not give me 8 hours of longevity, okay, because this is a very delicate sort of a fragrance. This particular variant gives me around 5 hours of longevity, and after 5 hour mark, I do have to kind of put it again. This is a very casual, a very friendly conversation kind of a fragrance. I love wearing this when I'm meeting my friends, or when I'm just like having a girl talk, or I'm kind of like meeting my girlfriends and just going out for shopping. So this is that kind of like a very relaxing, a very simple relaxing time with my friends, right? So this is the kind of fragrance that I love wearing around my friends. Next perfume is again from Giorgio Armani, and this is Armani Code. Now there is like a massive fan following for this fragrance, and I had tested and tried it in the mall, and I also fell in love with it. But then when I later visited the mall, it was out of stock, and anyways did not have the budget for it. Now the craziness of Giorgio Armani is all around citruses, white florals. It just has a lot of orange nuances in the opening, like a sweet sour balance in the opening, meeting up with lots of white florals. It does have a kick of ginger and honey that makes it very different from all the other white florals that I have experienced. So, it immediately has a more earthy and like a natural nectarine sort of a sweetness to it, which does not make it sweet, yet it makes it sweet. And the honey and the woodiness, the sandalwood that it's in here, it just balances the woodiness and that earthiness in this fragrance. I really appreciate this scent profile because it's different. There are so many white florals in the market, and still this manages to be different. Very unique scent profile. Not for everyone, not a safe blind buy. Only if you are into woody, citrusy, floral fragrances, you are going to like this one. Next is a Kayali fragrance, and this is Oudgasm 36. Now this is your rosy, woody, sweet, oudi kind of a fragrance, which has hints of saffron, rose, woodiness, oud, with an added touch of moss and cashmere. So this one also is a unique rose scent, but it does have a dark gothic feel to it. Plus, it does have a distinct maturity to it. This one is something that I don't see college girls wearing. I definitely see mature women wearing this fragrance. Something that goes really well with my Indian outfits, I'll say, and something that I would have loved to include in my Diwali perfume video. This just has that kind of a vibe to it. So this is Oudgasm 36, performs really well and has a nice dark gothic energy going on to it. Next perfume is Pleasure from Estee Lauder. Now this is the most clean, most fresh girl vibe, most floral out of all the fragrances that I have shown you. It has a massive amount of perfume notes in it. Like, name a floral note and it will be present in this. Like, I think jitne bhi flowers available the na, everything is like dumped into this fragrance. It is such a clean girl vibe kind of a fragrance, and it's a green leafy floral fragrance with some aquatic hints, some pepper, some spiciness to it. Literally feels like holding a floral bouquet with dewdrops, with all the dewdrops, the stem, the leaf, everything, like every part, every natural part of the bouquet. You're holding it, and you're holding it close to your heart. So it's like kind of like mixing up with your skin, and that fragrance of that skin chemistry of your skin mixing up with all these notes. That's what it smells like. I find it to be very unique, and I have a personal interest in the green nuances in the fragrances. Any perfume that has a dominant green nuance, that leafy green nuance, I fell for that fragrance, especially Violet Leaf. Violet Leaf is one of my favorite perfume notes, okay? And Magnetism by Escada has that in dominance, so I love that. By the way, Platinum Perfumes ka Magnetism is also one of my signature scents. I'm crazy for that fragrance. I'm crazy. I love it so much. I have a special spot for it. Like I mentioned, some perfumes in my order are always repeat. Magnetism is one of them. And this kind of closely reminds me of Magnetism. So definitely I like this profile. Cleanest floral, cleanest girl vibe you'll get with this one. This is Estee Lauder Pleasure. Next is a very famous fragrance for men, and this one is Imagination by Louis Vuitton. I do find it to be unisex, but it is a very famous men's fragrance and one of the most loved ones as well. I get the prominent notes of freshness, black tea, and a kick of ginger, like some spiciness going on in this. Definitely has a very citrusy opening, like oranges and citruses mixing together, bringing in that zesty kick in the opening. Then has like ginger and cinnamon, which is mixing up with some black tea and some raisiness and woody qualities. A very unique scent profile in the freshies, because it's like spiciness meeting tea, meeting that herbalness. It's a very calming sort of a fragrance, very fresh and very calming to the nerves. Like, it literally feels like waking up in a citrus garden. You're surrounded by lemons, you're surrounded by freshness, and you're surrounded by nature, and you're like surrounded by that natural wisp of nature, like woodiness, some water droplets, zestiness of lemon, the bitterness of the lemon skin, all of that combined together. So very interesting scent profile, and I think this is one of the best men's fragrances out there. The last perfume in today's haul and review is Burning Cherry. Now Burning Cherry is a Kayali dupe, okay? Kayali Burning Cherry 48, and this is a very different cherry profile from Fev Delicious. This Burning Cherry does have a lot of like a depth to it. Like this cherry is surrounded by woodiness. Palo Santo, guacwood, patchouli, vetiver, it's like surrounded by woodiness. And it just has some hints of floral nuances, some hints of raspberry, some juiciness out there, but then ultimately everything is surrounded by woodiness. So it's a very mature cherry scent in my opinion. The name Burning Cherry would make you feel like, okay, is this a smoky fragrance? To my nose, it does not come out as smoky. I just get it like a cherry woody scent in my opinion. So I could be wrong and I could be perceiving this fragrance differently, but I do not get any smokiness in this fragrance. Yes, it is sexy, yet it is mature. Yes, it is kind of like an evening wear and it's a gorgeous scent, but it's not smoky. So that's it for today's video. That were all the fragrances that I got from Platinum Perfumes. It was a massive haul and a review video, and I hope that I covered most of their latest launches. I am definitely going to pick and choose some of these fragrances that I ordered from 10 ml. I'm going to upgrade it to 30 ml. Like Pleasure from Estee Lauder is definitely going to be there in the larger bottles that I need, and I'm going to filter off some of them to buy like a larger bottle because these are massive in performance, you guys. At such low prices, I get tons of compliments. For my daily use, for daily office wear, these are the best fragrances to have. They are easy on the pocket and they are massive in projection. So that completes today's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Bye.